You're watching Drakewing Gaming. Enjoy the video. Hey guys, Neri here from Drakewing Gaming, and some of you know me on Twitter, The Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you with another Let's Play episode of Echo, Jenna's Path. And as you can see, things are starting off a little creepy, kind of right where we left them in the last video. So, guys, sit back and enjoy the video. I almost messed that up, but I saved it at the last moment. So please, sit back and enjoy the video. And off we go, further into the depths of Echo. Alright, let's do it! Alright, Alarm Chan. The smell hits me right as my paws hit it. Slick and slippery. Blood coats the walls. My paws run along like thick oil. It's warm and fresh, and now I know I'm getting close. A voice abruptly echoes down the tunnel. It's not far away at all. I knew you'd come back. They always do. I make my way closer and closer, and now fear pricks my heart. They always do. I hear muffled screams now, as if someone is yelling with their mouth closed. Now the fur is standing up all over my body, but my feet won't stop. I keep going. I'm getting closer and closer. You're only moving in circles. I'm here. It's right here in front of me, and I'm reaching out to it, reaching out to touch it. I can't stop. I can't stop. I jump, my head jerks up and my eyes snap open, looking around wildly. It's like I just came up from being underwater for too long. Shit! Whoa! TJ and Carl both jump shortly after I do. They look back and forth as they stare wide-eyed back at me. It takes me a second to realize I'm still at Southwest Adventures, at the stage watching shows. Jesus fuck, dude, are you alright? Carl? I lean forward and rub my face in my paws, trying to stop shaking. I'm fine. Just a really bad dream. I feel a small paw on my back as TJ rubs it. What about? I'm not really sure. Just in a really dark place, and some things were in there. Huh. That does sound pretty creepy. What kinds of things? I think for a minute. The weird crawling thing, the screaming thing. I pull my head up, looking towards the stage, which is empty right now. It doesn't matter. It was just a dream. Hey, what happened to the show? Carl chuckles next to me, leaning back again. Yeah, you missed him, dude. We've seen like 3 shows. Yeah, they even had a segment with otters doing water tricks. We thought about waking you up for it, but you were in a really deep sleep. That's too bad. I always loved seeing my people laughed at for swimming clowns. I always loved seeing my people laughed at for the swimming clowns that we are. How long has it been? Carl checks his phone, which he already has out. But about 3 hours. Could probably get some lunch now. Damn, I'd been out for a while. I'm surprised I hadn't at least woken up a few times, considering the uncomfortable position I'd been in. I guess you feel better then? Yeah, been feeling better for the past 2 hours. Now I'm hungry. It's already 2 p.m. and I've composed myself for the most part, so I take out my photo to text Leo. We're kind of hungry. We should meet back up. He gets back to me pretty quick. Okay, mostly done at Rid's anyway. Meet at food cart. Rid's. We meet Flynn at a table in the food court where he's already bought some pizza. Carl immediately sits down and pries open the box, taking out a few slices. Of course. You guys have fun? It was alright. Watched a few shows about our state species' history. Chase took a nap. Flynn eyes TJ, who doesn't say anything as he sits to take his own slice of pizza, a bit more daintily than Carl had. Feeling better, Tej? Yeah, I'm fine. TJ nibbles on his slice of cheese pizza. Yeah, well, the pizza here is a hell of a lot scarier than the other rides, so you're braver than I am. Where's Leo and Jenna? Flynn rolls his eyes and nods towards a row of Carnival games to the right of the court. Fighting. They've been playing those games for a fucking half hour already. Let me save it right here. I'm not surprised. I grab my own slice of pizza and a napkin and make my way over there. Oh, alright. Keeping the theme of the Old West, the Carnival section of the park is decked out with fake saloons and brothels. I spot them pretty quick. Leo's holding a pink unicorn and Jenna's carrying a green dragon. They seem to be in pretty good spirits, though Leo's grin is a little tight. Looks like a pretty successful haul, you guys. Hey, Chase! Jenna's grinning, looking a little smug as well. You guys finished? We're eating now. Leo shifts the giant unicorn around. Yeah, we're pretty much done, I think. Damn, Leo, you must have won something pretty hard to get that. Yeah, that was me. I look over at the green dragon Jenna's holding. But what about the... Yeah, I won this too. Oh. Well, I'm sure you've won a couple? Actually... Yeah, I've beaten him at every game. Yeah, well, you're visiting. I want your memories of this vacation to be good. Obviously, it's getting to your head, though. Oh, please. Chase, you should have seen his face. Sour grapes the whole time. Oh, really? I would usually stay out of stuff like this. Leo always got a little carried away when it came to competition, especially when I was around. But it was kind of funny seeing him act like this. Let's just go eat. Wait, there's a high striker. Why don't we show Chase who's stronger, huh? Leo contemplates that for a second, but seems pretty confident about this one. He's literally almost twice the size of Jenna. I don't know if that's very fair to you, Jenna. I mean, he lets that sit, and honestly, I have to agree. Jenna, though, gets a little fox gleam in her eyes that I knew meant she thought she knew something we didn't. Afraid I'm gonna woo your ex? Wow! Jenna's going all out, and I'm going to have to censor this. Okay, let's do that. Okay, maybe that's not. Okay, there we go. Oh, God. I'm kind of worried about that one. Like, all of my freaking videos for this for this game lately have been getting copyright claimed because of the music, so I don't know, maybe this doesn't. We'll see. This will give me some practice for the next one. Okay, there we go. It's barely playing in the background. Okay. Oh, wow, Jenna's going all out. My muzzle flushes under the fur, but that only seems to decide things for Leo. A confident smile replaces the sheepish one from before. Oh, yeah? He flexes his shoulders and sticks out the stuffed unicorn to me. I stuff the last of the crust into my mouth and reach out to take it. Jenna does the same, and now I'm hugging two massive stuffed animals to my sides, tripling my girth. Alright, let's do this. Step right up, test your strength. $3, 3 tries, ring the bell, and win a prize. I'd like a try. We have a taker. A big, strong wolf like you would have no problem at all. $3, please. Leo hands over the money, and the carny hands him a mallet. Leo points it at me with a grin. This one's for you, Chula. My heart skips a beat. He hasn't called me that in a while. But I decide to play along. Don't disappoint me, Leo. I really want that stuffed griffin. I point to the griffin on the carny's long shelf of toys. Sure thing. Leo spreads his legs and squares his shoulders before raising the hammer and bringing it down hard onto the rubber-looking pad. It's a pretty hard hit, but the chaser only raises up to the 40 mark. Oh, almost, Sir Wolf. Try again. Let me save this right here, guys. Let me keep talking so I don't get copyright claimed again. Leo's brow furrows, and now I'm not so sure this was a good idea. He raises the mallet again and grunts as he brings it down even harder, causing the contraption to shake a little. This time the chaser shoots up to the 70 mark. Even better! This time you put your back into it! I can hear Leo growling a little as he raises the mallet a final time and brings it down with a snarl, all the muscles in his arms standing out. I'm pretty sure I feel the ground shake this time as the impact causes more than a few heads to turn. This time the chaser only goes up to the 60 mark. Leo gapes at the game. So close! $3 more will get you 3 more tries. Would you like to try again? Nope. My turn. Jenna already has her money ready and hands it to the carny. Ho-ho! A little battle between the sexes, eh? Well, step right up there, Fox Maiden. How will you face against the big bad wolf? Oh, that's making my voice crack. The carny language is making my voice crack. Leo reluctantly hands the mallet to Jenna. Alright, beat 70. Jenna points the mallet at me, winking. Don't worry, Chase. I'll get that griffin for you. Oh, sorry about that. Leo snorts loudly, folding his arms and looking pretty annoyed. Good luck. I was hitting that thing as... Before he could finish, Jenna raises the mallet into the air and puts it into a graceful swing. It's as if she were chopping wood as she brings it down hard into the rubber pad. It lands precisely and cleanly in sharp contrast with Leo's sloppy hits. I stare. Leo stares. The carny stares. Jenna simply raises her paws in the air. Yay! A few onlookers around us laugh and cheer. Oh-ho! The fair fox has won! Come over and pick your prize! He glances at Leo. Sorry, buddy. The carny shoots a sympathetic but also amused smile Leo's way before turning to the onlookers. See that? A female fox, half the size of this male wolf, has rung the bell. Could one of you be next? Leo looks mortified, but quickly changes his expression to a sheepish grin. He doesn't seem to want to look at me. Good job, Jenna. Jenna bounds back to us, carrying the big stuffed griffin. Give those ones to Leo, so I can give you this. I hand off the stuffed toys to Leo, who grumbles a bit as he takes them. Damn! Thing's rigged. Jenna hands me the griffin. Thanks, Jenna. That was really... She leans over and pecks me on the cheek. I see Leo's eyes widen as she does it, his ears standing straight up. Oh, it was nothing. Leo stands there for a few more seconds, working his jaw. Awesome. He turns away and leaves, his arms still wrapped around the giant stuffed toys. Jenna starts laughing. Jenna! Oh, hush, he'll get over it. He's just so damn fun to tease. I have to agree, but not when I'm being used to do the teasing. He's still really sensitive about the whole thing. You guys talked it over, didn't you? Anyway, aren't you gay? I take a deep breath. And then, I save my game. Nope, I'm bi. Not really. I mean, yeah, obviously I liked Leo, but I've liked girls too. Oh, interesting. I sigh and rub my eyes with a paw, still a little tired. Hey, don't tell Leo that I work at the state fair every year. Wasn't planning on it. Cheater. The rest of the day is pretty relaxing. We ride a few of the more mellow rides. All right, I think I can put the sound back up. There we go. Leo seemed to cheer up when I volunteered to sit next to him on the Ferris wheel. TJ even built up his courage to the point where he rode the swinging ship. Flynn and Carl rode the slingshot ride together, and, with the video feed from the ground, I think it's the first time I've ever seen Flynn scared. Carl did end up barfing after that one. By about 6 p.m., everyone's tired enough that we agree to head back. Sorry I'm jumbling my words, guys. I'm still exhausted, so I sleep for the half hour it takes to get back to the motel. When we do get back, I notice how good the sun looks right now. With a sigh, I remind myself that I'm here to actually get a project done, not just play around. So as everyone sits in the motel, I let them know I'm about to shoot some B-roll, gathering up my equipment and heading out into the heat. Dragging it outside, I set it up, sweating even under the evening light. Even this late in the day, the heat was pissing me off. For some reason, it's a lot cooler in Pueblo. My mind drifts back to the many days of summer under the blazing sun, the temperature rarely dipping below 100. I'm amazed poor TJ never had a heat stroke. When I put my eye to the viewfinder, I'm a bit disappointed at how broken down the town looks even with the amazing backdrop. What a dump. I'll say. It's then that I hear footsteps and talking behind me. I pause my recording and turn around. How's the filming? It's alright. Kinda ran out of sun, but it's okay. Echo looks like crap no matter what kind of light you shoot it in. Do you need us to keep quiet? Nah, I'm just shooting B-roll. Was about to come back in. Let's stay out here a minute. Carl and Flynn are getting a little loud. Besides, I want to talk to you two. He wraps an arm around Jenna and reaches out the other one to pull me in so that we're both flanking him. I feel my shoulder press into the warm bulk of his side and chest. He'd always been taller than me. My eyes barely came up to his chin, but now it seemed like he was almost twice as wide. He definitely put on more muscle since I last saw him. While he was always pretty muscular, he'd been more on the lean side. Now his chest and biceps pulled his shirt tight. It felt nice, though like something very sturdy wrapped in velvet. I suppose it was a mixture of adding on both muscle and fat. I'm at least happy to know he's gotten over his little defeat to Jenna. Look at us, the OG crew. Leo's strong voice vibrates from his body into mine. The effect is tranquilizing, and I feel myself relax. Together again. The only thing I miss about this town. Leo is referring to the fact that he, Jenna, and I were the original 3 in our group of 6 to become friends. Later we would add TJ, then Carl, and finally Flynn and Sydney. Leo had really been the one to unite us all. I remember when you first got here, everyone was afraid of you. I remember when I first got here, I found a bunch of gringos who wouldn't even talk to each other. We all went to the same schools in Peyton and had our different friends there. When Leo moved in, he thought it was strange that the kids in Echo didn't hang out together. As I entered middle school and high school, I cycled through a ton of different friends, but the ones in Echo always stayed the same. Remember when we'd always have sleepovers at Chase's place?
Of course, I'd kick your ass at Claws of Fury all the time.
I remember. I used to think you guys were only friends with me for my video games. Many times I'd fallen asleep to the flickering of the old CRT television set, watching the outlines of Jenna and Leo twist side to side as they played. I would wake up hours later only to find them still playing. It was weird. Jenna and Leo get along really well, but there's a bit of a competitive streak between the two. Actually, it's one of the few things that gets Leo genuinely angry. I think he even broke one of my controllers once. How long has it been since we first met?
Well, when did you move in?
I think it was in 2000. So take 2015 and subtract 2000. What does that leave you with, Leo? Leo looks sideways at me and smirks. There's a flash of a white canine as it appears from under his lip for a moment. You think yourself a real hotshot now that you're in college, eh? I smirk back, though I know my canines aren't as impressive. You say right here. Pretty much, yeah. Well, you always be those little brats to me. I feel Leo's wagging tail swat me in the butt. I'm not really sure how I feel about that. Speaking of which, are you two getting along over there? Jenna looks at me around Leo's broad chest.
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah, we haven't had many chances to hang out. Eh? Why not?
Well, it's college. It's also a pretty large university. I don't even think we've ever seen each other in passing.
Yeah, things are different, but Jenna, we should do something together soon, before you graduate.
Definitely.
Leo still looks a little disappointed that me and Jenna aren't keeping up at the university, but I don't know why. She had her friends, I had mine, and we did talk sometimes. Jenna nudges into Leo, causing us all to sway.
And speaking of that, when are you going back to Mesa?
Mesa is a community college in Peyton. Leo went there for a few semesters before taking a break. And by break, I mean he quit. We'll see. I'll have to talk to my parents. It's just starting to get really busy.
Why don't they hire more people? You would have graduated by now. You would have had your master's by now.
Leo sighs. It's about committing to the family business, not the help he needs. Jenna rolls her eyes, blowing out some air and ruffling the tuft of fur on her head.
Wolves and their families. You should try thinking and speaking for yourself sometime. If I hadn't done that, I'd still be stuck in that crank house.
Jenna flicks her head vaguely in the direction of where she used to live. Jenna's the only one, aside from Carl, who has family still living in Echo. I wonder if she's going to visit them, even though I'm pretty sure I already know the answer to that. I see Leo tighten his arm around her shoulder, but she goes on without missing a beat.
And you can start with our otter here.
I look up, caught unawares. Huh? What? Jenna.
I'm serious.
Jenna puts her paw up in Leo's face, cutting him off.
I am not going to spend this entire week with you asking me when or how you should do it. Let's rip off the Band-Aid now. Chase!
Jenna. There's a warning tone in Leo's voice as he pins back his ears and drops his arms from our shoulders. I already know what's happening. It's been a long time coming. I take a step back and fold my arms, looking to the side.
Chase, Leo has some things to say to you, and yes, it's about that. Now, I'm going to head back in and make sure Carl didn't light up in the bathroom.
Jenna! His tone changes to exasperation as Jenna turns on her heel and leaves. Judging by the curl in her tail, I can tell that she's pretty satisfied with what she's just done. I return my attention to the road. I couldn't really bring myself to look at him right now. We both stand there for a minute, 3 feet apart. I hear Leo scuff the ground with his foot, then sniff as dust rises up from the ground. I hear him drawing a breath a few times, as if he's going to say something, but ends up blowing it out with a sigh. We were never good at this. Probably why it ended up failing like it did.
Leo?
I'm sorry, Chase.
For what?
Not talking to you about this when I should have. Talking to Jenna about it when I should have been talking to you. He reaches out and sets a paw on my shoulder. the silver anchor on his wrist glinting just a bit in the fading light. He's smiling at me, but I grit my teeth. Why are you still wearing that? Hey. His eyes flicked from the bracelet, then back to my face, expression turning defensive. Why aren't you still wearing yours? Don't you remember what we said? I sigh, looking at the scattering of clouds behind Leo's head. They're tinged a soft pink from the fading sun. The sunset is almost the same color as Leo's fur. Leo, we were teenagers. That's not an answer. Nope. It appears Alarm Chan has had enough of this melodrama for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been a new episode of Echo Jenna's Path. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring that notification bell to the next video. I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!